Top of the morning to you. Are you connected? Are you well connected with people? God created us as beings to be connected with each other. And in that connection, He joins us. If we're coming together in His name, He joins us and He's there with us. We look at, in the bless ourself category, we look at body, being, business, and balance. And part of our being is that that spiritual aspect of us. We are spiritual beings, and spiritual beings are all interconnected, and they desire to be interconnected, and they long to be interconnected, and they want to be interconnected. When I was stuck in my addictions, I was alone. I was blocking everyone else out, and I was trying to be superhero, superstar. Look at Brian, he's so awesome and spectacular. And I was afraid of connection. I was embarrassed. I was ashamed of my sin and my struggle, and I couldn't let anybody in. And then that pain, that struggle, that suffering stagnated. It just stayed there. It stayed in me. It stayed with me. When I was in Celebrate Recovery, they talk about extending the pain. It extended the pain. I looked like I was connected to people. I looked like I was well involved. I looked like I had lots of good friendships and relationships, but they were all professional. They were all business. They were all doing what I did, showing off, being the best I could be. Well, obviously not the best I could be, thinking I was being the best I could be without actually having that connection with other human beings, that real level connection. And being there was lonely. I looked successful. I was proud. And there's another one, proud. I was proud of what was going on. We talked about that a couple days ago, where pride presupposes shame. So I was proud of where I was. I was covering up the shame, the guilt, the remorse, the thing. And yet I couldn't stop it until I got help, until I came to recovery. I came to other people. What's the problem? What's the challenge in connection? We are fearful of rejection. And when we're fearful of that rejection, it's like, why even try it? Salespeople are so good because they've gone past this level. They realize they're reaching out and helping people. And they're connecting with people. And they're not afraid of rejection. Some people are going to reject us. But if we don't make the step to connect with people, we shut off. We reject ourselves. We preemptorily reject ourselves when we don't reach out and connect and make a connection and connect with other people. To serve God's kingdom well, to serve our families well, we need to connect with people. In our home, we need to connect with the kids and wife, and that's really important. If you're single, you need to connect to become unsingle, to find that lifelong spouse. When we're connected and we're serving these areas, these people, this family, and the business, we need to connect with people. When we're better at connecting, we unlock synergy. We talked about in the 7 habits that we just wrapped up on. We need to build out and have that opportunity for synergy. We need to get over the fear of rejection. That's why gangs were so prevalent. Even though getting into the gang was painful and trials and there was hazing and you had to do things you wouldn't, just unthinkable things to fit in and serve the group. You wanted that. They wanted that. That's why they're so powerful. Let's create the gang of church. And church doesn't do a great job of it, but pretend it's a good church. Create the gang of church. Create the gang of mastermind. Create the gang of brothers, a band of brothers around you or sisters. Find a place where you can be real instead of superficial and create a gang. Um, create real live connection, and you'll see your fulfillment grow, your success grow, your family grow by making those outside connections. Will improve you, improve me as a leader of our families, of our businesses, of our community, of our church. Um, Sometimes we are the only Bible people will read. Sometimes people see churches everywhere. They see the signs, they see the invitations. But when you give the invitation, that's a whole different story. When you invite someone along, that's a whole different story. They know you, they trust you, they will follow you, and they can come into a relationship with Christ and have eternal life like you and I do. You reach out, down in the doobly-doo. Wow, I didn't think of a good exercise today, a good application. Down in the doobly-doo, name somebody that you can connect with. That could be somebody you've connected with in the past, but connect to a higher level. Or it could be somebody that you know from church, from board game night, from some area of life, from work, from your neighborhood. Write down at least the first name. Just write down who you're going to reach out and connect with. Now you be blessed. And if you're looking for a real connection, just like those can be, with a group of 8 Christian men, we are building mastermind groups where 8 men know, like, and trust each other, speak into each other's lives, and help each other grow as kingdom family leaders. Go to brian.chat and let's start a conversation about the Kingdom Family Leader Mastermind.